مرحبا يا شباب, أهلا وسهلا to the first video of this new tutorial series where we actually do something. So, without further ado, let's start. You can see here we have my GitHub page, github.com/hbbcoding. Go to repositories, then click here on backend for frontend on this repo. And for you, you should see this fork button should be enabled for you, and you should click on it, and then you should see after, I hope, just a few seconds or minutes, you should see on your own GitHub page the backend for frontend repository. We will need this repository, so here we will set up our API for our Android app. So then, if you have forked it successfully, please head over to random.com. Register there with your GitHub page, please. If you're using GitLab, for instance, and you do OAuth with GitLab, you just need to export this repository and push it to GitLab and so on and so forth. But yeah, with GitHub, it's easier. If you register with your GitHub account, then it's great. Nonetheless, you have to click now on Web Services. Here you can search for your repository, backend for... it got already for me the repository. As when you click on it, you should come to your GitHub page. Okay, let's say connect. Now you give the name for your URL. Like for instance, you can name it API for Android, or you can name it for a backend for frontend. But in this tutorial series, we concentrate on Android, so let's call it API for Android. I live in Austria, Vienna, so the nearest point of presence would be for me Frankfurt, Germany. And make sure runtime Docker is selected, because in the project, I have the project here. Wait a second, we have here a Docker image, Docker files, sorry, there it is. So again, this is for our backend now. So, okay, make sure you select the free tier. The only disadvantage with the free tier is it will shut down after 50 minutes. You don't need any, you can, we will do it later with the advanced stuff. For now, just click on create web service. Okay, then you see what happens. You have here a console, it's in progress. You should see some stuff is happening here. Yeah, I think this will take a few minutes as far as I can remember when I did this. So I would say I would pause this tutorial right now and see you in a few seconds again, hopefully. So, okay, welcome back. As you can see, here on your dashboard, you should see deploy live. Yeah, it should be deployed. Then what you can do is copy this link, go to any web browser, type in here, paste it in here. Then our API is at API/v1/tasks. And now it should be empty. And because we didn't attach any database to it yet, and also the Swagger UI should be also available, as you can see already. Have it in here. It's like, your API for android.onrender.com/API/swagger-UI, and then you should go there, just test it out. Okay, you have to type /index.html, and now it works. Great. Okay, the deployment is done so. But what we else need is the now we have to set up the database. Here at environment variables, we will put the variables in here, And yeah, we will do this in the next tutorial. So if this is done, that's great. And now in the next tutorial, we will do all the setup stuff. So see you in the next tutorial. إلى اللقاء يا شباب.